The day is March 31st, and we are basically celebrating almost the end of so much, right? And the midterm of still energies coming through for us. But I'm so excited that March is leaving us and that we're about to enter into April. And we're right now in Aries season in the fiery energy. And I kind of wanted to touch on the importance of energetic hygiene since today is Monday, it's Moon Day. We're connecting to our subconscious today. Today is all about our emotional bodies. Today is all about connecting with the aspects of ourselves that may be even unknown to us. And because of that, I kind of wanted to share a little bit more about energetic hygiene. And then I will also be sharing an end of month clearing, just kind of like clear the energies that we've been dealing with for the past month or so, and kind of prepare for this new month as we close the cycle of the month of March. So if you're interested in receiving a clearing, an Akashic record clearing using spiritual response therapy, and you're also interested in finding out what is energetic hygiene and what does it mean, and how is it benefiting you, or how does it benefit you, then you definitely want to stick around for today's episode. Cura, 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 cura corazón. Cura, cura, cura. Hi, I just wanted to take this moment to invite you to come over to my website, www.thebloominglotushealing.com. That's www.thebloominglotushealing.com, and sign up for my email list so that you can stay in touch and find out about activities that I don't announce here on YouTube. And you can also get to know all of the classes that I offer, as well as the one on one offerings that I have available there for you. Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Blooming Lotus Healing Channel. My name is Jikara, and I'm a spiritual healing facilitator. And today we are going to be talking about energetic hygiene, the importance of energetic hygiene. What is energetic hygiene? And you're going to be receiving, as a gift to you for watching this video, at the end, you're going to be receiving a clearing. I'm going to be doing a live clearing for you for the end of the month. So make sure that you stay tuned for this. Make sure that you let me know in the comments, where are you tuning in from, and how are you feeling on today's date, which is March 31st. We're officially in Aries season, officially in this new energy and this fiery energy, which is really great. And speaking of my website, I would love to invite you to go over to www.thebloominglotushealing.com and sign up for my email list. If you sign up for my email list, you'll get a free pendulum guide where you'll be able to learn more about the pendulum and create a relationship with your pendulum. So make sure that you go online and sign up for that ebook. I mainly do work with the Akashic Records, and I use the pendulum all the time. And I really have developed such a beautiful relationship with it. And I think that you would appreciate developing a relationship with your own pendulum. So feel free to grab that over at my website. I would invite you to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you haven't done so, make sure that you do. And if you have, thank you. Make sure that your notification button is clicked on so that you know when I go live next. I would invite you to share and like this video as well, so that sharing is caring. We want to make sure that we share with YouTube. Let YouTube know that you like what you see. Let Facebook know that you like what you see, and so that they continue to support and share this to others. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to invite you to really get yourself in a place of just opening your mind if you've never heard of the idea of energy hygiene. And in that spirit of energetic hygiene, I'm going to go ahead and offer you the spirit of sage. I'm going to light a little bit of sage just so that we are in that energy. We are basically living in what we preach, right? We're just basically living in what we preach. So I want to invite you to invite the spirit of sage. I want to ask the spirit of sage to come forth and clear the energy for this space, offering this sage as well to the ancestors of the land, thanking them for allowing us to do this beautiful work here on this planet, and for just being grateful for being alive, right? For being able to use our bodies for our everyday tasks, for having both our legs, both our hands, both our feet, for having a heart beating. Thank you, Spirit. And so I want to offer this and calling in Archangel Michael to shield and protect this space, calling in Archangel Raphael to support with healing, and Archangel Metatron to help us connect with our higher selves. Thank you, Archangels, for coming forth, calling in the spirit of sage to help clear the space for all who are here, whether it is live or on the replay. Let them receive this beautiful cleansing spirit. And I ask, Spirit, that you clear their space wherever they are, whether it is in their office, whether it is in their home, whether it is anywhere that they are at this time. Please allow the spirit of sage come forth to clear their space so that they can be realigned and supported today. So let's talk about energetic hygiene. Okay. So just like we take a shower every day and we brush our teeth every day and we basically wash our clothes and we clean our homes, just like we do all these things that are physically, we're physically cleaning and cleansing our space, our items. We also need to be aware of how as we live our lives, we pick up energies, right? And whether when we're interacting with other people, when we're going to work, we're interacting with people. When we're maybe calling over the phone, we're calling a company to resolve an issue. We're picking up basically energetic information. And sometimes there's going to be times where we may have a situation where we may have even, let's say, contracts with people. And sometimes it could be short contracts. It could be like very short, but then there's like this energetic exchange that you have, and you're feeling like almost like a monkey jumped on your back, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling a little heavier today. And a couple of things that what I mean by feeling heavier, you could potentially feel physically heavier, like maybe like even fatigued or tired, or just, but it could also be mentally, like maybe mentally you're feeling overwhelmed, you have like a lot of ruminating thoughts, and they tend not to be, or maybe you're having like random thoughts that you usually don't have, but they kind of come forward. That is a form of energetic debris that you have picked up in your day-to-day interactions, right? Another way that you can also pick up energetic debris is by interacting with social media. Sometimes when you're scrolling through things like TikTok or social media in general, if you tend to consume information that is heavy or energetically just not clean, maybe the person is putting out a lot of fear-based content, that type of stuff, then you're going to start picking up that discordant energy, and then you're going to start feeling more and more fearful, more and more tired, more and more anxious, more and more depressed. Like all of this energy just starts accumulating, and it doesn't happen overnight. This starts kind of like coming up as it goes, especially if you haven't done energetic hygiene for a while. When you actually get clear of the energy, just like feel like $1,000,000, because like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe that I've been carrying this stuff this entire time, right? So energetic hygiene is basically a practice of maintaining and clearing your personal energy field, and this promotes a positive emotional and mental and even physical well-being. Okay. This concept of energetic hygiene really comes from different traditions. Like every tradition will have different ways of how they approach energetic hygiene, right? Even in Christianity or in Catholicism, you have like the rosary, for example. Like you with Catholicism, like you'll do like a rosary prayer to sort of like clear the energy or just like kind of support yourself. Like even prayer, right, in itself, like even if you're just Christian or Muslim or any other um sort of traditional religious belief, when you're going into this action of prayer, you're sort of like doing a clearing for yourself, like especially when you're asking for something to be shifted energetically for you, for you to feel better, right? Like that's sort of like an action that you're taking to clear the energy, to shift the energy so that you feel better, right? Now this might not be necessarily scientifically proven anywhere, but people typically say that they feel better. Like I'm sure that whenever you clean your home, you feel better. Like if you're wearing clothes that are dirty, you won't feel as good as if you're wearing clothes that are clean, and you feel that, right? Because even energetically, when you are cleaning your home or even washing your clothes, you're clearing out not only the debris, like the actual physical debris and dust and dirt from the items that you're cleaning, but there's an energetic imprint that is also being washed with the water, right? Like you're setting that intention to clear. When you're putting your clothes in the washer, you're setting that intention to clean and clear. Like that's already in the intention. It doesn't have to be this like big ritualistic thing that you're doing. It just means that you're setting that intention, and that in itself clears the energy, right? And you're doing this automatically. You're not necessarily like even thinking about it. So when you're thinking about energetic hygiene, I don't want you to feel like you have to do this like huge ritual to actually practice this on a daily basis. Like it doesn't have to be uh such a big deal, right? Like it could be something as simple as when you wake up in the morning, you light up some sage and you're just clearing the energy for yourself, as simple as that. Or like lighting up a candle, or lighting up an incense, whatever that is for you, right? Like whatever it is that you feel naturally, like you feel like something has been cleared for you, you feel that it feels good for you, that's what you want to do. Okay. So some of the things that are beneficial in regards to energetic hygiene is, first of all, the first thing is the your emotional balance sort of improves, right? Because you're kind of creating sort of this practice of understanding where it is that you are, like actually practicing that self-awareness, so that you can sit and say, okay, I feel this way and I need to move this energy. So like this sort of allows you to bring yourself back to balance, to bring some understanding of where you are right now, and then where you can go towards, or where you're moving towards, so that you can clear the energy. So clearing negative energy can help reduce any discordant energy or feelings of stress or anxiety or sadness. Just really being aware of these energies and then clearing that out, like doing something that will set the intention to clear the energy, that will shift the energy, or your emotional state into a more positive one, right? Or even if it's not necessarily completely gone, at least you can feel a sense of grounding, right? A sense of connection with self, right? And so then you will see an improved connection with your emotions, and an improved connection with this action, like this, almost like feeling like you can take an action towards making something better, right? um it also promotes a positive connection with your emotional state, right? Like it's sort of like uplifting and empowering for you. So that's one of the say the benefits, right? You're improving your emotional balance, you're improving your connection with your emotions. Now the second benefit of practicing energetic hygiene is you sort of are supporting your mental clarity, right? Going back to the self-awareness, you're kind of coming into that understanding where you are existing mentally, right? You're noticing your thoughts, you're paying attention to what is ruminating in your mind, and then you're kind of saying, okay, there's some clutter, and you can pick that up. And energetic hygiene is sort of, it's basically an intentional practice of understanding where you are existing in your mental body, in your mental state, right? And so when you remove that energetic excess, you will notice that your mind also starts shifting, because that energy sometimes is expressed in the mental body as well, in the form of thoughts or negative thoughts. So, for example, I'll give you an example, something that happened to me once, right? I went and I visited a friend, and we were hanging out with another friend. And for whatever reason, I happened to pick up these discordant thoughts that were coming through. And then I came back home, and I was telling my husband, I said, hey, listen, I'm feeling this way, and I'm feeling very heavy, and I'm having these really crazy thoughts about suicide, right? And I was like, what is this about? And so, like, this, it was so random, right? It was just such a random thing. And then he immediately picked it up. He said, you may need to clear yourself. You may have picked up something. Lo and behold, like, seriously, when I go and I open my records and I clear, and I had like some entity, right, that was attached. And these thoughts that were coming through, they were not mine. I was just, it was this entity speaking to me, letting me know through a telepathic way, hey, these are the thoughts. It was a discarnate, right? And this, a soul that needed to be sent to the light. And so a lot of times, when you are having these moments where you're kind of like, all of a sudden you have these like really weird thoughts, and you don't know where they're coming from, a lot of times this could potentially be an entity, or like a earthbound soul, or discarnate, or however you want to call it, that is in need at the time, and they're just wanting support, right? Like, I don't really see them as a negative thing. I just see them as sort of like, they just need support, and they're going to someone who they know is going to help them. So that's the reason why I got that attachment. So basically, what I did, I just did the clearing. I did the energetic hygiene, clearing for myself, and then this was immediately was lifted. So this is where it enhances your mental clarity. Why? Because these thoughts were sort of creating like this muddled sort of like experience in my mind. It was like, it was confusing, and it wasn't clear. And that's when you know that there's a need for energetic hygiene right there, because obviously there's some stuff in there that is not yours, voices that are outside, voices that are not yours, that are intruding with your mind and with your third eye. So you want to make sure, and your crown too, in that case, so you want to make sure that you practice energetic hygiene for that reason, especially when you're interacting with other people. Even the imprint of their energy, right? Like, maybe there's like an interaction, there's an imprint of their energy that can potentially also create energetic, like mental like a mental mud in your mind. That's the best way that I can describe it, is like mud that's just like making things just unclear for you. And so that's the other benefit, is that you then will notice that your mental state is clearer, that you have like an enhanced way of connecting with yourself. You may feel like you're less overwhelmed or even distracted. So if you're feeling like you're, oh my God, I have to go this, or maybe you're feeling like you're all over the place, you may want to take a moment to think, maybe it's time for me to clear some energy, right? Like, maybe if you're, I know that and I want to be very clear, and I want to honor, neurodivergence, right? Like, I understand there's neurodivergence. Yet, if you're neurodivergent and you're noticing like you have a lot more of the ruminating thoughts, or you have a lot more, then you may want to take a moment just to step back and ground and do some clearing, because you could potentially have something else. I'm not saying, like, whatever your normal is, right? Whatever it is that you're existing, you want to make sure that you pay attention to what is happening in your mental state, so that you can go back to your base, right? You always want to make sure that you just go back to base, right? Whatever that is for you. Okay. The next benefit of practicing energetic hygiene is you will notice that you will feel more energetic physically. So you will have more physical vitality. Why? Because when we are dealing with discordant energies, a lot of times they can make us fatigue. They can make us feel a little tired, especially when you have a lot of mental chatter or muddiness. That can also affect your physical body. So when you have this stagnant energy, you notice that you feel a lot heavier. like heavier energetically. You feel like you're almost like you're threading through mud. Like it's harder to get things done. Like, especially when we're feeling a little down. I can tell you, for example, I'll give you an example for me. When I'm feeling like it's time for me to do an energetic cleanse, right? A lot of times I notice that I will even resist doing the things that will help me do the energetic cleanse. So pay attention to that. If you're resisting, right? If you're feeling like that resistance and that heaviness to do the things that you're supposed to do to kind of help you feel more vital, more alive, more healthy. If you're feeling like there's like this like you're resisting it, you could potentially have something that needs to be cleared for you in your energetic field that is keeping you from actually taking those actions that keep you in that place of vitality in your everyday life. So sometimes when you do an energy clearing for yourself, you will feel almost like, oh my gosh, I feel more energy right now. Like I feel like I can do more. Why? Because you remove that. So imagine like almost like having like this like very thick cloak on top that just weighs you down. Like if you don't have that anymore, then imagine you're gonna be able to move forward. Like you're gonna be able to do things because you don't have this thing like so heavy in your being, right? So that's one thing. The other benefit of doing energetic hygiene is you'll improve your relationships. And the reason why is because when you have energetic clutter, a lot of times you this may show up in the sort in the not only mentally in the way of thoughts, but this also is interconnected with our emotions and interconnected with the aspects of ourselves that still are triggering, like we still are working on that. We all have in our own map of existence aspects of ourselves where we get triggered, and that's normal, right? That's completely normal. However, when we have this energetic gunk on top of our own stuff, then it just makes it a little more difficult for us to navigate these triggers because we have this added emotional let's say information that is sort of making it even harder for you to go back into your base, into your neutrality, right? And so when that happens, when we are, because typically when we get triggered is when we are interacting with other people. That's really where triggers happen, right? Is when we are interacting with others. So if we're interacting with another person and we have that trigger added, we have that trigger, and then the added element of the emotional and mental noise that is of gunk that you have picked up, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to have conflict, right? You're going to have conflict, and maybe even in a time where you wouldn't have brought that conflict, or maybe you would have been triggered, but you would have been able to navigate it a little easier because you didn't have all this extra stuff on top of you, right? And so recognizing this is important too, because when you practice a constant energetic hygiene, guess what's going to happen? Your relationship is going to improve, because then you're not going to feel so triggered. Or even if you do feel triggered, you'll be able to navigate it better. You'll be able to have conversations about things. You'll be able to just not be so reactive about things, right? So when we're in this interpersonal interaction, and maybe you're feeling like you're feeling like just like interactions are not in a positive way for you right now, you may want to look at your energy field. Maybe there is some energetic gunk that you have picked up that you need to clear out so that you can go back to your baseline, right? That's the most important thing, is understanding what your baseline is. Then the next thing that you want to also understand is that when you are practicing energetic hygiene, remember that, like what I mentioned at the beginning, when we're interacting with others, we may pick up energy from other people. Doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It doesn't mean that we have to isolate ourselves, right? It just means that we just have to kind of like, when you go outside and you go run, you come back and you take a shower, sort of like the same thing. Like you're going outside, you are interacting with other people, and then you come back and you clear your energy and you ground yourself. Why? Because when you interact with other people, you can control the interactions, you can control their energetic hygiene, but what you can control is what you do with that energy. You don't want to internalize that energy and take it for yourself. What you want to do is you want to say, okay, you want to acknowledge it, and then you're like, okay, let me just clear this, and then let me just take a moment. Maybe I need to take a breather. If you're someone who tends to be more on the introverted side, you most likely are someone who's very sensitive to energy, hence the reason why it's very difficult for you to kind of like interact with people, because you're very sensitive. However, that doesn't mean that you have to avoid people. It just means that, okay, I already know I have this extra sensitivity, so what can I do, right? All the things. So I'm going to give you some tools at the end of this, and then of course I'll do the clearing for the month, for the end of month for you at the end of this, so that you can listen to this later on if you want. But the most important thing is you want to practice the tools that I'm going to give you so that you can go through that process of clearing your energy on an ongoing basis, so that it's easier for you when you go out and easier for you when you come back home and you're not feeling so exhausted and tired after the interactions. Now, will there be times when you're interacting and some people are carrying like really heavy energies and you'll feel like super exhausted afterwards and you'll be like, oh my gosh, yes, there'll be those times too. And of course, just continue to practice your energetic hygiene just like you would on an everyday basis, so that you don't get so bogged down and internalize those energies. Okay. Now, the next thing that is going to help you with practicing energetic hygiene is in your own spiritual growth. So if you're someone who's practicing, if you're here on this channel, you most likely are someone who is interested in spiritual growth. You're someone who's interested in practicing your own methods, your own ways. You're interested in healing yourself. You're interested in your in all mystical. And part of the journey of becoming more aware and more empowered in our spiritual journey is to understand that we are also really powerful beings who are able to make shifts in our own lives, in our own path, based on whatever contract we have set for ourselves on this lifetime, right? So, and we get to navigate this. Now, this is also going to help us in our spiritual growth, because you will feel more in tune with your inner self. You will feel more in tune with who you're meant to express, with your true self, right? You'll feel more aligned with your original blueprint, with your original way of being, right? You won't feel so out of your body, so out of your being, so outside of who you're meant to be. You don't feel so lost, because guess what? If you don't have these energetic imprints, running around in your energy field, you can listen more to your inner self, into your soul. You can listen more to your gut. You can follow the path that you're meant to follow without being influenced by the outside. Okay. The energetic hygiene also encourages, right, this deeper connection to your soul, this deeper connection to your higher consciousness, to your intuition. There's just sort of like this, like they go hand in hand. Like, I don't think that practicing energetic hygiene is something separate than practicing your spiritual practices. You know what I mean? Like, it's like together. They're like, they go together. Like, there's no separation there. So then of course it's going to help you with your spiritual growth, right? The other aspect of energetic hygiene that is for me, it's very, very powerful, is the fact that it helps with stress reduction. So a lot of the tools that are used for energetic hygiene are really great at just releasing stress. Why? Because stress is also energetic gunk, right? It's just basically stress is basically all the energetic gunk that is just kind of like piling up, right? That's what stress is. And so that's when we are stressed out, that's when we want to lean into our tools. That's when we want to lean into the parts of ourselves that maybe are saying, no, I don't have the time for this. Yeah, you may want to lean in a little bit more into making the time, right? Like, you say, okay, now because I'm stressed. It's funny because in meditation and Vipassana, there's a saying that Buddha said, like, or I don't know if it was Buddha, but maybe a teacher that I heard when I practiced Vipassana in a retreat. They said something along the lines of, like, if you are stressed, that's when you have to meditate more, not meditate less, right? And so it makes so much sense, because the more you meditate, the easier it becomes, right? That you feel less stress. So anyway, so stress reduction it's a byproduct of energetic hygiene. Not only are you cleaning, your physical body, from the emotional stress, or the emotional influence. But then there's the mental influence, because they're all interconnected, like I said, and the spiritual influence. So all of it will just be cleared out, and then in turn you'll feel more centered, more balanced, more grounded with yourself. It also helps with releasing any tension in the body as well. So if you're practicing your energetic hygiene, guess what, your body will thank you, because you'll be able to sort of rebalance your not only your energetic system, but also your nervous system. Like anytime you're doing anything physical, right, like sort of like a practice of yoga or any other practice that helps you, or breath work that helps you with rebalancing your nervous system, you are literally practicing energetic hygiene as well. So which will I'll talk about it later on. I'm going to give you some things. Now, the next thing that is going to help you with energetic hygiene is protecting yourself from negative influences, right? It can shield you. If your energetic field is on a higher vibration, it's going to be harder for a negative entity to be attached to you for too long, because you're going to be like, okay, I know something's up. Like you'll be able to feel it right away, and you'll be able to like pinpoint it and just send it out the door, right? And even if they and so this is the biggest thing I want to say though. Even if they get that attached to you, like I mentioned earlier, if there's an entity that gets attached to you, a lot of times they're getting attached to you because they know that you can help them. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with me because there was an energy that I picked up. No, my love, that has nothing to. You are doing your work as a light worker. So just remember that when these are coming to you, just know that you're just clearing it out. You are literally the alchemist, the light alchemist of this planet. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm less than, or no, 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 no. When you're practicing your energetic hygiene, you're fine tuning your light work, my dear love. So that's the biggest thing I want to say. Like there's no like, hierarchy here in this thing. And so if your mind goes there, do not let it go there. That's the ego. That's the ego. So just remember that just because it helps with protection from negative influences, there will be moments that they will present themselves, because you are this amazing powerful being who's able to send them to the light, especially earthbound spirits who are lost, or energies that are just kind of like someone else couldn't clear them for themselves, and then they'll come to you, right? There'll be sort of like this untold contract between you and another soul when you're out on the street, like, and it could be literally someone that you haven't even interacted with, and then these beings will come. And I cannot tell you how many countless times many practitioners, right, energetic practitioners, we talk about this stuff, and it has come up. It has come up. It's like, oh my gosh, I just pick up something. Yeah, because that's what we're doing. Because these beings know, right? They can see that we work in this way. They can see our light, and so basically they know that we can help them alchemize. So that's basically, we're just doing our job, okay, on this planet. So but either way, it'll help you with a stronger boundary. It'll help you with a sense of understanding what's happening. You'll have a better understanding again, because you know where your baseline is. The more you practice and you strengthen that muscle of understanding where it is that you exist energetically, then guess what's going to happen? Then you're going to become stronger and stronger and stronger, and be just basically powerful, a powerhouse. The next thing that I can help you with is improving your sleep. I cannot tell you, y'all, this is so true. I can fall asleep like this. If you have ruminating thoughts and you're having a hard time because you have all of these negative thoughts basically in your mind, and you're not taking the time to clear the energy, you're not taking the time to really sit with this and allow it to release, and you're just going to sleep, guess you're gonna be sitting there, lying there, looking at the ceiling, going crazy, because you have all of this energy, just kind of having a fun time in your energy field. So it's important that you clear your energy so that you can improve yourself. So if you're struggling with ruminating thoughts and you cannot go to sleep, you definitely want to practice energetic hygiene, because that will quiet the mind and help you go into that relaxed state a lot easier. Okay. And then also even practicing every day before you go to bed, doing that energetic hygiene, so that you can just let go of the worries, let go of the stress, and just go into that beautiful state of relaxation for the night. Then the next thing that it helps, which of course this is like almost like This is almost like already said in this entire video, is you get boosted self-awareness. It boosts your self awareness. There's no way around it. Why is it going to boost your self awareness? Because you're going to be more mindful of what's happening in your being. You're going to be more mindful of your thoughts. You're going to be more mindful of how you feel in your body. You're going to be more mindful about your emotional state. You're going to be practicing all of these mindfulness techniques in regards to where you are existing at the moment. And so what's going to happen? You're going to have this incredible boosted self-awareness, because guess what, you're practicing the tools, you're practicing it, and so, which is great. It makes you a really beautiful example for those around you. It'll help others understand where they are existing. Even sometimes you can reflect back onto others a lot easier, where what you're observing in regards to what's happening, and bring also that sense of neutrality into the space, into the conversations. Even bringing that neutrality onto others in being in your self-awareness, helps others understand themselves as well, so you're in that beautiful act of service. So that self-awareness is very powerful and important in today's day and age, where people are just kind of like mindlessly just connecting to whatever, right? And so it's important that we celebrate that. So you can also recognize the triggers that are affecting your energy. You can recognize, where it is that, what are the parts that are still in need of attention and love, and compassion for yourself. You can you can just be in this really beautiful empowered state, by being self-aware. The last thing that it does is it will increase your resilience. I cannot say this enough. Oh my gosh, how can I explain this to you? In my own journey, if I told you my story, you'll be like, how did you survive all this stuff? Like, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. And I feel that the one thing that helped me throughout my journey and continues to help me throughout my journey, because I still have, moments where things are not, as well, or they're not going as well as I wish they were, because we are humans, we're living life, we're meant to be, and in the journey of experiencing things. And but there's this sense of resilience that I have felt throughout my life, and I feel part of it has to do with the fact that I did, without even knowing, practiced energetic hygiene by going to nature. I always felt better going to nature, so I was like, I'm just gonna go to the mountains and I'm just gonna go walk. And I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what the name was, but now I understand. Oh, I was just practicing energetic hygiene. So I did little things for myself that I didn't really understand at the time what I was doing, but I was intuitively guided, because that's how beautifully we are guided. We are so intuitively guided. I trust that you are also intuitively guided. And I'm just putting arms and legs to this conversation so that you know that you're probably already doing all these things for yourself. So it increases your resilience. Why? Because it supports you. It supports you in your life's challenges. These actions, these practices help you. They're there to support you. They're there to help you feel more grounded, more to feel stronger, right? It helps you with feeling stable, to feeling balanced, right? And so couple of things that I wanted to share here in regards to common practices that you can do right now today. You don't need to buy anything for some of these. For some of this, you might want to buy some things, but honestly, like, there are so many others that you can use right now, today, literally right now, that are free, and you can just practice today at this very moment, even if you wanted to. The first one is, and you're gonna hear me say this so many times here on this channel. Y'all know me already. If you know, if you've known me, you already know that I'm gonna be telling you. The first one's gonna be meditation. So and it's so powerful. I cannot explain to y'all how powerful meditation is if you practice it on an ongoing basis. It is powerful. Now, I know that for some people it doesn't work, and I understand you might find other practices that work better for you. I personally have witnessed the miracle of meditation. I have witnessed it in my own being. I have witnessed how powerful it can be. It's as powerful as plant medicine. Okay, as powerful as an ayahuasca retreat, as powerful as a psilocybin retreat is, as powerful as that, right? So like one thing that I would recommend for you, let's say you don't have a baseline yet, maybe you haven't practiced anything for a long time, right? I would say I would highly recommend that you go on a 10-day silent retreat and do it. That will bring you back into a baseline, right? You will be able to go, because the thing is, like, we have so much going on in our daily lives. Practicing everyday meditation, it's sometimes harder for people. So I highly recommend it. Now, would I say that this is the only way? Absolutely not. I'm just saying, if you have the chance and you are willing to do it, definitely go on a Vipassana retreat, 10 days. There are plenty of places here in the US and they're around the world. The center that I went to is ran by volunteers. Do it. Just do it and get a baseline. I'm telling you, you will be so happy that you did, because then it is work. And you have to, like, you go through those stages of clearing your energy with meditation. But it is so powerful, right? So that's one thing I would say. If you can do a 10-day retreat because you just have life, in the way, then just try to practice every day, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, 2 minutes a day, whatever that is for you. Go and meditate. Just listen to like 1 minute meditation, 60 seconds, just scan your body, right? Or take full breaths, deep breaths. That will help you. Okay, it'll help you clear your mental and your emotional clutter. In turn, if your mental and your emotional clutter are cleared, it'll also support your body, because your nervous system is being sort of like supported at that moment, right? So eventually you feel the benefits in the body as well. The next thing is grounding. So grounding is a simple tool. You don't have the I know that there's grounding mats that you can buy. If you want to do that, you can. Now, it's not necessary. You can just literally take off your shoes, go outside and put your feet on the grass or lie on the grass. Literally, that is it. That is the act of grounding. Okay? That, and then when you do that, release, like, set that intention to release all the stagnant energy and give that energy with so much love and gratitude back to Mother Earth, and let Mother Earth take care of that energy and give it as a gift. Don't give it as like, oh, take my gunk. No, give it as a gift. I'm gifting you this, Mother Earth. I'm giving you my energy as you give me your energy back, right? Like, look at it from that perspective. Let's try to do it more on a balanced and reciprocal way versus like, oh, let me just dump this to Mother Earth. I don't agree with that practice. So try to be more from a place of giving your love, like giving your energy to Mother Earth, whatever that state is. And sometimes you can just even do grounding, giving your love and gratitude to it. But maybe at that moment you just need to say, oh, Mother Earth, I give you this, and thank you so much for giving me your energy back, right? Just breathing like that, and even visualizing like the energy going in and out, like that would be really powerful for you. The next thing is smudging. So smudging, as if you've been watching from the beginning, is the practice of burning sage or any other tools such as incense, or even copal, like resins like copal and frankincense. You can smudge using different herbs. You can even use lavender. Lavender is very powerful as well. So you can just use these to smoke them, like light them up with fire and smoke your home, smoke your energy field, and that also clears the energy. When you do that, you can even open the doors and just allow and open the doors and the windows and allow the energy to get out of your house, and then invite the good energy and invite the beautiful positive energy in, and then even ask for shielding in your home. And I have a video on that, so you can learn more about that in my other video. But that's another thing you can do. And passing also through your energy field the smoke. The next thing you can do is breath work. So deep breathing can release tension and reset your energy. So if you want to go into a breath work class, you can do that. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of breath work, like free breath work videos you can go on YouTube and listen to and practice, or just practicing the breath of fire. You can do that, just practicing the breath of fire, so that you can up like basically uplift your energy, bring that fire energy into your being, and give yourself more energy. And at the same time, when you're doing the breath of fire, it's kind of like pushing out all the negativity, all the energy that doesn't serve you. It pushes it out and it makes you feel better. So that's one of the practices. There's so many breathwork practices. So like the Wim Hof, and there's so many others. So you can just look into that. And but that's something you can do with your breath. It's free. Yeah, right. And you can do that right now. The other thing you can do is visualization, free. Again, another thing you can do is just visualizing, maybe closing your eyes if it's a little easier, or just in your mind, just visualizing, just basically a protective light cleansing, your being, from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your feet, and allowing that energy to just cleanse, and setting that intention to cleanse that energy in your being. That's a really beautiful way to do that. And then last would be using Epsom salt is a very powerful tool. Of course, this is something you would have to purchase, Epsom salt, but it's pretty inexpensive, and you can take a bath with Epsom salt, and it helps detoxify the body. It helps detoxify your energy field, and you can add like things like, and then this is where you do buy certain things, like you can add like lavender essential oil, just for additional support, additional protection, and even like add other things like roses if you wanted to bring some self compassion, bringing in some different energies, even like bringing in some honey. Like you can make it really nice for yourself, and you can look up. Maybe you're being called to put like certain herbs or certain oils into it. I would recommend that if you're being guided, oh, I would love this oil, or I would love this, check out what it means. A lot of times I have that where it's like, oh my gosh, I would love to put this. Eucalyptus is actually really good for that too. It's good for clearing. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm thinking about this plant, and then I look it up. I'm like, oh, I feel like I need that energy, right? Like look it up as well, and you'll notice that if you're being guided to use certain things, certain tools, certain oils, certain herbs, it's a good idea to check, because there's a reason why you're being guided by your ancestors or your higher self or your spirit guides, because there could potentially be an essence or spiritual significance to that herb or that oil that will help you in the cleansing process. So when you do your bath, like if you're using Epsom salt, you can get as creative as you want. Make it as intricate or as simple as just Epsom salt, and that's it. Right? It doesn't have to be if you want to get creative with it, get creative with it. Have fun with it. And doing that bath, like maybe you can't do that every day, but maybe once a week, taking that bath is just so invigorating, and then it's also relaxing, right? But again, going back to these practices that help regulate ourselves in physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, right? So these are all of the benefits, right, of or the reason why energetic hygiene is important. So with this said, I decided that I'm going to be sharing an Akashic record clearing today, and I'm going to do that right now. We're going to be doing a short clearing for the end of the month, right? We are, today's the 31st. We're closing a cycle of the month of March. We are entering, if I'm not mistaken, we already entered with Neptune in Aries, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check here on my beautiful calendar. And I'll talk more about all this stuff tomorrow. I just felt like today was Monday. Let's go ahead and clear our energies. But we just had the solar eclipse on Saturday. We had the new moon in Aries on Saturday. Yes, so Neptune. I'm sorry. Yeah, Neptune will enter Aries. Yeah, Neptune entered Aries yesterday. So there's a lot of energy, right? Floating around, and you could potentially have like some leftover stuff that is there. So let's go ahead and do the clearing for the collective. You can listen to this anytime you wish, um, as many times as you need. If you want to, you can like skip to this part of the video in the future and just listen to this. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start first with a short, and again, this is going to be a short clearing, for the sake of just making sure that that we don't take too much of your time. But let's go ahead and get started with a couple of breathing cleansing breathing techniques here, or just one breathing technique that I'm gonna invite you to use. And I want to invite you to close your eyes, or even if you can't close your eyes because you're doing things, maybe you're at work right now, or maybe you're just driving, or wherever, whatever it is that you're doing. I would invite you to just either soften your gaze or close your eyes if it's possible for you to close your eyes. And I would invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you take that deep breath in through your nose, you're going to visualize a white light entering through your nostrils and then expanding throughout your entire body. And as you take that deep breath, you take that deep breath in all the way in so that your belly expands, all the way until your belly expands. You're going to hold it for like 2 seconds there. Once it feels expanded, all the way expanded, you're going to hold it for 2 seconds, and then you're going to release it all the way out until you have nothing else to release, and you're going to hold it for 2 seconds, okay? And so I want to invite you to take that deep breath now. 1, 2, 3, deep breath. All the way in, allowing your belly to expand, and hold it for 2 seconds. 1, 2, and release all the way out until you have nothing else to release. You're going to hold it. 1, 2, and then all the way in, breathing in all the way in through your nostrils, allowing yourself to expand, allowing yourself to see that beautiful light entering through your nostrils, allowing that beautiful energy to cleanse your field, your entire body, and then all the way out, releasing all the way out until you have nothing else to release, and then holding it for 2 seconds. And then all the way in, breathing all the way in, bringing in that beautiful white light energy into your body, invigorating your body, cleansing your body from any energy, any stagnant energy that doesn't serve you, holding it for 2 seconds, and then release all the way out, till there's nothing else to release, and then holding it for 2 seconds, and then all the way in. Make it count as your last breath in with this practice. Make it count all the way in, relaxing your body, relaxing yourself, cleansing your being, holding it for 2 seconds, and then release all the way out, releasing all the way out. You hold it for 2 seconds, and then go back to your regular breath, allowing yourself to be in this beautiful energy of being present. I'm going to invite you to think about one thing that you're grateful for right now. What are you grateful for right now? Think about 2 things you're grateful for right now, and let yourself be in that energy of gratitude. Allowing that energy of gratitude to be felt in your body, to be felt in your being. How beautiful that is. Giving yourself permission to be present with yourself. Take a mental note of where it is that you're existing in your emotional body. How are you feeling today? In the wheel of emotions, where are you existing right now? Are you feeling good, at ease, appreciated, supported, blissful, connected, content, empathetic, carefree, peaceful? Are you feeling delighted, alive, determined, excited, energized, curious? Or are you feeling insecure, lost, disconnected, numb, trapped, sad, or discouraged? Are you feeling embarrassed or angry or anxious? Where are you existing? Tense or confused? Where are you existing right now? Where in the wheel of emotions are you existing? Being mindful of this, allowing yourself to be present with this understanding without judging yourself. You can have more than one emotion present for yourself, and that's okay. We're not meant to be in one or the other. We could exist in two at the same time, and that's okay. And just give yourself permission to be present with that. Notice your thoughts. What are your thoughts right now? Where are you existing right now in your thoughts? What are your constant thoughts? Can you hear your thoughts? Or maybe you don't have any thoughts right now. Maybe your mind is blank. Just noticing it where it is that you are existing in your thoughts. And how does this show up in your body and in your emotional body? Just a simple practice of awareness, noticing where we are, is an important practice to bring more and more understanding for ourselves, understanding for others, to practice love and compassion for ourselves and for others. How can we be compassionate with others if we don't understand where we are existing right now? Notice if there's any part of your body, so scanning from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your feet. I want to invite you to take this moment to notice where it is that you feel any sensation in your body. You can notice if there's any area of your body that feels tense or feels sore. Maybe it feels painful. Maybe there's pressure. Noticing any sensation. If you can't feel any strong or gross sensation, maybe feeling into the subtle sensations. Maybe feeling into the air, maybe feeling into the breath going in and out of your nostrils, feeling into the expansion and contraction of your body as you receive your breath, giving yourself permission to notice. We're not going to try to understand and give arms and legs to these sensations. We're just going to be present with them, giving ourselves permission to just understand that our body has its own wisdom, and all we need to do is just trust it and trust the sensations that are being shown to us at this moment. I just want to invite you just to set an intention within yourself for this month of March that is ending today, or even any other month if you're listening to this, and on any other month, or maybe any other ending of cycle. Doesn't matter if it's a month, a cycle of a month, or a cycle of a year. Whatever ending of cycle that you're in at this moment, whenever this video finds you, or wherever you are existing right now, just give yourself permission to set an intention to release whatever it is that you need to release at this moment. Whatever comes to mind is the right thing for you. Whatever it is that you're releasing, I want to invite you to give it a color. You're going to give it a color in your mind's eye. Whatever color comes forward, it's the right color for you. So you're going to give it a color. I want to invite you to bring that color and allow it to bunch up right in front of you inside a sphere. You're going to put it inside a white sphere of light, of bright light. You're going to place that color, that thing that you're releasing, you're going to place it inside that sphere. Even if you don't see this in your mind's eye, you can't see it with your imagination, just setting that intention in your heart that you're placing that color in that sphere. And we're going to send it our gratitude, right? We're going to send gratitude to this color that has been present in our life, this thing that's been present in our lives that it's no longer serving us. We're ready to release it, we're ready to let it go. Okay? And I just want to invite you to take this moment to let that color and that orb that you have set the intention for, to be sent up towards the infinite light. And let it be transformed by the universal consciousness. Let it be transformed, alchemized, to support you in that release. As you set that intention to release, we're now going to open the records using spiritual response therapy. You're going to hear me say a bunch of things. Just listen to the entire clearing so that you may receive the clearing for today, which is we're setting the intention to clear your being, setting this energetic body, all of your energetic bodies, giving and supporting you with energetic hygiene for the end of this specific cycle that you're in. Setting the intention to call forth the souls and the higher self of the souls that are ready to receive this clearing, and sending this to the higher self, and may it be dispersed in a way that is for the highest good and the highest good of all. Setting this intention of protection and support, guidance, and activation of gifts for these souls, clearing all energetic bodies, supporting them with energetic hygiene. Spirit and the souls are one and they work as a team. I ask these souls to be a clear and neutral channel of spirit. This work is done in the most expanded, loving expression of spirit. As we come together, we heal together. As we come together, we heal together. As we come together, we heal together. As we heal together, we come together. As we heal together, we come together. As we heal together, we come together. Please clear any blocks, interferences, and or extra souls for them and their higher self. Please clear any remaining blocks, interferences, and or extra souls for them and their higher self. Please prep their higher self and them to work together. We only want to work with higher self. We ask that all guardian angels, guides, angels of light, masters, teachers, high council, forces of light, Holy Spirit, infinite council, please funnel all information through higher self and higher self only. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, please download all the wisdom, light, knowledge, understanding, and truth of the one universe. Please download all information known and unknown to be able to perform a full and accurate clearing for these souls. Please clear all original 13 bodies of negative programming and leave only positive programs. Make sure that spiritual committee is minimum size for maximum effect. If not, please clear. Please clear, remove, elevate, and educate committee members to the most expanded level. Please clear, remove, elevate, and educate committee members to the most expanded level. Please clear, remove, elevate, and educate committee members to the most expanded level. Please clear, remove, elevate, and educate committee members to the most expanded level. Calling Spiritual Purification Committee to come forth and clear, remove, and send to perfect place all observers, dark entities, disturbers, deceivers, false ascended teachers, bad men, black cloak, and dark galactic entities. Please clear, remove, and send to a perfect place. Please clear, remove, and send to a perfect place. Please clear, remove, and send to a perfect place. I ask that all implants and hooks are removed at all levels up to Godhead and beyond. I ask that DNA and chromosomes are cleared and healed. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear any remaining blocks, interferences, and or extra souls. Please clear positive ego, bring it up to 100%. Please clear negative ego, bring it down to 0%. Please clear neutrality, bring it up to 100%. Please set up triple eye shield and let me know when done. Spirit, as we're setting the intention to clear for the collective in regards to being able to connect deeper to their energetic hygiene, is there anything that needs to be cleared in regards to the energetic hygiene for the collective? Conscious mind, thank you. What level of the conscious mind needs to be cleared? The living soul. Thank you, Spirit. What are the energies that need to be cleared from the living soul for the collective? Please clear energy of hate and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear energy of toxic shame and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear energy of resentment and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asks you to please clear living soul from discordant energies that were found replaced with good. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asks you to please clear any blocks to positive expression. Please clear any blocks to understanding and let this be expressed for the collective. Thank you. Please clear self-esteem and let this be expressed for the collective. Thank you. Please clear patience and let this be expressed for the collective. Thank you. Spirit, is there any other aspect of their conscious mind that needs to be cleared at this time? I am body. Thank you. What are the energies that need to be cleared from the I am body for the collective, please? Please clear the energy of hate and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear the energy of insanity and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear vengefulness and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear violence and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear frustration and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear lethargy and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear panic and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear forsaken and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Is there any blocks to positive expression of the I am body? Please clear gratitude and let this be expressed. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear success and let this be expressed. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear poise and let this be expressed. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear concern and let this be expressed. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, can you tell me, is there any other positive expression that needs to be cleared and supported for the collective in regards to the I am body? Is there any other level of the conscious mind of the collective that needs to be cleared at this time? Are we looking at second astral body? Okay. What do we need to clear from the second astral body for the collective, please? Please clear hate of self and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear lying and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear self-centeredness and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear toxic shame and replace with good. Thank you, Spirit. Is there anything else here? Is there anything that needs to be cleared and supported here from the second astral body? Please clear the energy of courage and let this be expressed. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear truthfulness and let this be expressed. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear self-esteem and let this be expressed. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear understanding and let this be expressed. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, to support the collective, you indicated that the second astral body needed to be cleared. Is there anything else that needs to be cleared for the second astral body at the level of the conscious mind? Is there any other level of the conscious mind at this time that we need to clear for the collective to support? Spirit asks you to please rebalance the living soul. And I ask you to please rebalance musical score for the collective and for individuals listening to this clearing. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, to support the collective in being able to connect to their energetic hygiene and be able to practice energetic hygiene, and to recognize when they need to practice energetic hygiene. Can you tell me what needs to be cleared for the collective at this time? Spirit energy programming, thank you. Please clear this function of spirit by thought. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear pre-programming of spirit by God. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear loss of hearing God. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear loss of seeing God. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear dysfunction of creative energy by emotions. Thank you, Spirit. Is there anything else, Spirit? Please clear beings of God consciousness level blocking. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear blocks from the council within 2000 levels. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear programs in the conscious mind of one. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear any mesas or baby mesas. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, in support of the intention, which is to support these souls in being able to determine when they need to practice energy hygiene for themselves. Can you tell me, is there anything else that needs to be cleared here? Please clear looping. Thank you, Spirit. Let them release the lessons that are no longer serving them. Thank you. Is there anything else? Please clear any extra souls and send to a perfect place. Thank you. Spirit, as we come forth to do the energetic hygiene for these souls, what do we need to clear for them? Please clear, remove, and send to a perfect place discarnates in past lives. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear, remove, and send to a perfect place forces, demonic forces. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear, remove, and send to a perfect place dark forces. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear, remove, and send to a perfect place discarnate in the aura. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, do we need to repair the auric field for the collective? Yes, thank you. Spirit, asks you to please clear the emotional body. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, repair, and clear any programs and bring back to balance. Thank you. Spirit, please clear mental body. Clear, repair, clear any imprints or programs and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, asks you to please clear the astral body. Please clear, repair, clear any programs or imprints and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, asks you to please clear the etheric template. Please clear, repair, clear any programs or imprints and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, asks you to please clear the celestial body, clear any programs or imprints, repair, and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, asks you to please clear the etheric template, clear any programs, clear any imprints, and repair, and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asks you to please clear the karma and power layer, clear any programs or imprints, please repair and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asks you to please clear the soul layer, clear any programs or imprints, please repair and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asks you to please clear the beliefs, second self layer, clear any programs, clear any imprints, repair, and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asks you to please clear the authority force layer, clear any programs or imprints, please apply repairs, and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asks you to please clear the divine energy egg layer, clear any programs, clear any imprints, apply repairs, and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asks you to please clear the etheric body, clear any programs, any imprints, repair any tears, and bring back to balance. Thank you, Spirit. Please repair and raise vibration. Apply all colors of the rainbow and support. I ask you to also apply additional love treatment. Please apply power symbol to the auric layers for these souls. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, in regards to supporting these souls, I ask you to please clear cultural, familial, interactive, ancestral, interdimensional, interincarnational, intergalactic, interplanetary, interspecies, starseed, and any other blueprint of love programs that need to be cleared to rebalance their energies. Thank you. I ask you to please bring them back into alignment with the blueprint of love. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asks you to please apply the clearing of breath of life, breakdown of subconscious mind, map of existence. Please clear addiction to separation. Please clear mother hunger, father hunger. Please clear the connection to the grid of spirit and realign with blueprint of love. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear the expression of love at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Please clear any aspects that are blocking them from expressing love at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Realign them with the expression of love at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, and ground the expression of love at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Let this be felt at all levels physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and so it is. Thank you. Spirit asks you to please clear dimension portals of love and close excessive portals that have been opened by the soul at the subconscious level due to the need of connecting with the essence of love. Please realign and reattach the energies of love. Any aspects of themselves that have been separated from love, let them be connected again. Thank you. Please upgrade body to crystal core and cosmic light activation. Apply angelic codes healing and apply any other healing and support that is available and is well established for that specific soul. Thank you. For the remaining, if there's any remaining entities or blocks, I ask you to please clear, remove, and send to a perfect place. Clear, remove, and send to a perfect place. Clear, remove, and send to a perfect place. Thank you, Spirit. We clear, remove, and send to a perfect place archons, dark magic, changelings, dark energy, light magic, dark forces, negative ego, implants, false light, internal thoughts, external thoughts, dark entities, dark galactic beings, light galactic beings, false guides, blocks to truth, mirroring deceivers, negative energy, portals, unhealthy cords, parasites, hooks, aura tears and leaks, jesters, other beings, others, earthbound, discarnates, elementals, demonic forces, fallen angels, or an ego. We clear, remove, and send to a perfect place. Clear, remove, and send to a perfect place. Clear, remove, and send to a perfect place. Thank you, Spirit. Applying color yellow to support. Thank you, Spirit. Applying color pink to support. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, is there anything else that needs to be cleared for this group that will support them with being able to reconnect with their energetic hygiene and know when they need to connect with their energetic hygiene and practice energetic hygiene? Thank you. Spirit, please clear Alpha to Omega. Please clear heart energies. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear and apply vivacity. Apply and activate light ray colors and codes. Thank you. Please activate light ray colors and codes of activator. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear memory entanglement. Activate light ray and colors and codes. Please apply and activate light ray colors and codes of absolution. Spirit, as we set the intention to support the energetic hygiene for these souls, we ask you to please clear any programs, imprints, energies, discordance, attachments, entities at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, any remaining energies that haven't been said but are ready to be released for the highest good and the highest good of all of each one of the souls. Please clear mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of themselves that are ready to be cleared and reapply energies where you see fit. Thank you, Spirit. Let this be applied in a way that is easy for each one of these souls to be able to integrate in their daily lives. Let this not be disruptive into their daily lives, and let this be grounded into their earth star chakra so they could be expressed in all aspects of their lives. Please clear and rebalance physical body, clear and rebalance mental body, clear and rebalance emotional body, clear and rebalance spiritual body. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, please apply a power symbol. Allow the energy of tolerance, wisdom, faith, love, compassion, supportiveness, and friendliness be felt at all levels of consciousness and be felt at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit asked you to please apply mop up for this session. Does their higher self agree that they're cleared? Does their spiritual being agree that they're cleared? Are there any other programs coming up to be cleared? Have all pre-programmed illnesses, accidents, disease, and dementia programs been cleared as part of the mop up? Has brain restructuring been carried out as part of the mop up? What's the percentage of accuracy and completion? What's the level of consciousness, please? Are they clear to the heart of spirit the most expanded level? Okay, please apply buffer shield around them and let me know when you're done. And love treatment. Thank you. The clearing has ended. This concludes the clearing for today. Let me know in the comments, how did this feel for you? Did you feel, any shifts? Okay, here we're back. If you felt any shifts, let me know in the comments, whether you're here on the live or on the replay. And I would love for you to come over to my new channel, the Akashic Records channel, to support. If you like these type of clearings and you want to receive more of these clearings, I want to invite you to go over to my sister channel, at the Akashic Records channel, so you can receive more of this. Of course, it won't be live, it's pre-recorded, but it's still powerful and you can re-listen to them as many times as you wish. I would love for you to sign up for the membership that I am running for Akashic Record clearings. You can purchase them for $9.99 a month, and you are able to have access to all of the clearings that I do on the Akashic Records channel, fully ad free, and then you get early access to the actual clearings that we post out on the channel. So you get first access, and you also will get access to being able to request certain clearings as well. So you'll get that direct contact there with me. So if you want to do that, please do consider doing that. It'll help us keep the lights on for both of these channels. I'm putting a lot of work, a lot of effort. So just asking for some reciprocity. If you felt like this clearing helped you, I would love for you to make sure that you donate. If you feel like you just want to do a one-time donation, there's a link in the description below. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, it's above this video. So make sure that you do that. If not, then if you can do that right now, you can do it later. But also, if you cannot do it at all, please do share and like this video, interact with this video. It allows YouTube and Facebook to know that you like what you see and you are blessing others, because then it gets suggested to others. And why not share? Sharing is caring, y'all. Sharing is caring. So please do consider doing that. However it is that you want to support the channels that I'm running, please do consider doing whatever it is that feels right for you and aligned for your highest good. So I want to thank you all for being here. This was a wonderful, amazing clearing. And not only was it an amazing clearing, we also had an amazing conversation on energetic hygiene. I hope that this is something that helps you move into a beautiful space of self-awareness, a beautiful space of practice and expansion in your own spiritual journey, and that this video supported you and encouraged you to be able to move into a place of alignment for your highest good and the highest good of all. Thank you, everyone. I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.